Seeing wildlife from the road is always absolute chance. You know, people have this impression that there's wildlife at every corner, but you can drive the entire highway corridor and not see a thing. Depends how observant you are. June is the best month for bear observations up and down the highway corridor, based on the amount of snow melt in the park. If there's a high snow year, then the bears will be down next to the highway because that's the first area to green up. That's where the available food is. And the Haines Road in particular is fairly predictable for bear viewing of both grizzlies and black bear. Moose is a complete chance. You know, you might see them at any time of the summer or fall season. But by and large, the park area and the Yukon in general is so big, and there's so much room, that you can't compare it to, say, Denali or the Rocky Mountain Parks, where you're beating your way through wildlife all the way. I mean, there's so much room for the wildlife to get away from cars. They generally don't like to show themselves. Bears is overrated. The bears are shy, retiring animals, and they'll avoid you at all costs. You really have to be inobservant and thinking you're walking down the city street to run into a bear. There are bear signs out there. You may see bears, but bears are way overrated as potential threats. And it should be considered a privilege to see a bear, not a threat. One experience I had the other week was seeing 5 black wolves. Now that was a treat. 5 wolves were trotting their way up the valley. We were going down the valley, and we intersected each other at a place called Sheep Creek. And when we saw them, they were all up the creek bed a little ways, and then just came out one by one from the canyon and saw us at about a distance of half a kilometer, and then worked their way up the side of the mountain, looking for sheep, of course, because that's the sheep's overwintering ground. So wolves are one of the main predators of sheep, although the key predator is golden eagles. Chase the young lambs off the cliffs and are big enough they can actually pick up a lamb and fly away with it. So you wouldn't think eagles are the major predator, but they're a more important predator than all the others put together. But the wildlife encounters you have to be over a period of several years. As I say, it's a false impression to come to Kluane in a short visit and expect to see wildlife. Mm-hmm. You might get lucky, but more often than not, you'll see wildlife sign, but not the wildlife itself.